Good morning, grade 9. In previous video, we have seen what are corresponding angle theorem and their statements. Today we are going to see the proof. Now let me tell you one thing. To prove corresponding angle theorem, we are going to take help of interior angle theorem. And what is interior angle theorem? If two lines are parallel and cut by transversal, then pair of interior angles on one side of the transversal are supplementary. That means C plus B will be 180 degree. This is interior angle theorem. Now its proof is by indirect method. This is direct method. Alright. So this proof is by indirect method. You can refer your textbook. We are using or taking help of interior angle theorem to prove corresponding angle theorem. Now let's go in detail. What is the theorem of corresponding angle theorem? Statement of corresponding angle theorem. The corresponding angles formed by a transversal of two parallel lines are of equal measures. Now you know angle A and B forms one pair of corresponding angles. And our proof is, if it is given that L and M is parallel and N is transversal, then we have to prove angle A is exactly equal to angle B. That is to say that if lines are parallel, corresponding angles formed are equal or they have equal measure. So given is what? Line L is parallel to line M is given, N is transversal, and we have to prove that angle A is equal to angle B. Proof is very easy, just of 3 steps. First is angle A plus C is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason? They are angles in linear pair. You can see this together, these two are forming 180 degree, isn't it? So A plus C is 180 degree. And we already know that by interior angle theorem, angle C plus B is also 180 degree. That is, I have written over here. Now here, concentrate on these two steps. This is first step and this is second step. In this case, right hand sides are equal, 180 degree, 180 degree. So obviously left hand sides will be equal. So what I have written, A plus C is equal to B plus C. Okay, now angle C will be cut off. Why? Because if I shift this angle over here, it will be minus C. For example, if this is 20 degree and this is 20 degree, if I shift this 20 degree over here, it will be minus 20. 20 minus 20 will be 0. It is as good as to cut the like terms from both the sides. And what we are going to get? Angle A is equal to angle B. And thus it is proved. Okay. So, if now once one pair of corresponding angles are equal, another all pairs, that means angle in one and the remaining pairs will also be equal. That is possible only when L is parallel to M and N is cut by transversal. Alright, let us go for another theorem, and that is alternate angle theorem. Let's go for another proof, alternate angle theorem. Let us see the statement. The alternate angles formed by a transversal of two parallel lines are of equal measures. So given is L is parallel to M and line N is transversal. Which are now alternate angles? You know D and B are alternate angles. We have to prove that these two angles are equal. So to prove angle D is equal to angle B, here also we are going to take help of interior angle theorem. Okay, like we did for corresponding angle theorem. Now see, first is what? Angle DNC is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason? Can you see this angle is 180 degree? This two will add up to form 180 degree angle because they are angles in linear pair. Angle C and B, they are already 180 degree. Their sum is already 180 degree. What is the reason? These two are interior angles, and if lines are parallel and cut by transversal, interior angles formed on one side of the transversal are supplementary. Supplementary means they add up to give 180 degree angle. So I have written here interior angle theorem. Now again watch this two. Their right hand side is equal, 180 degree. And therefore obviously their left hand side will be equal. So we have angle D plus C is equal to angle C plus B. Again angle C is common, so it gets cut off and you get angle D is equal to angle B. And thus it is proved. Alright. So you can pause the video and take down the proof. Now let's quickly go for practice set 2.1. Now this is your first problem from set 2.1. RP is given parallel to MS and DK is your transversal. Now first, wherever I have put question mark, those angles we have to find. And what is given as angle DHP is given as 85 degrees. Now see students, DHP and DHR, this will be 180 degree because they are angles in linear pair. So if this is by 85, this will be 100 minus 85, which comes out to be 95 degrees. Now these two are vertically opposite angles. And therefore if this is 95, this angle, that is angle PHG. PHG. Can you see this angle? These two are equal. So if this is 95, this also will be equal to 95. I have written all details and proof. You may pause the video and take down steps. You need to write the reasons. Alright. Okay. Now concentrate on this 85 and this angle. This angle is which? That is angle HGS. HGS. These two are corresponding angles. And we know if lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal. So this angle will be 85 degrees over here. Now this angle and this angle, that is HGS and MGK. These two angles are vertically opposite angles. This is 85, this also will be equal to 85. Okay? It's very easy, but you have to write the proof and the reasons. So you may pause the video and take down. Okay? I hope it is clear. Let's go for the next problem from 2.1. Now second problem is also very easy. What is given is PQ is parallel. You can see in the diagram also. And there are two transversals L and M. Now see students, A plus 110. This forms 180 degree angles in linear pair. So A will be obviously 180 minus 110. So it will be 70. Alright. So I have taken this extra angle, but there is no need. Now see, angle A, and if you concentrate on angle B, these are exterior alternate, or we can say alternate exterior angles. So alternate exterior angles are equal if the lines are parallel and cut by the transversal. So PQ are parallel, and which transversal we are considering? LS transversal. So if we consider LS transversal and PQ parallel to P parallel to Q and LS transversal, these two are alternate, but they are exterior alternate angles. So obviously B will be also be equal to 70 degree. Now concentrate on angle D. D plus 115, again this is 180 degree. So D will be 180 minus 115, which is equal to 65 degree. And C will be obviously equal to 115 because C and D are corresponding angles considering PQ as transversal and P parallel to Q and M as transversal. In this case, C will be equal to 115 because 115 angle and angle C are corresponding angles. So once you are considering M as transversal, once you are considering L as transversal. Very easy, no? Just pause the video and take down all the steps very neatly. Alright? So let's go for the third problem as well. Now see students, question 3 is reduced from your syllabus as well as question 5 is also reduced. So we'll be doing only question 4. Okay. Now see what the question 4 says, that in the figure sides of angle PQR. You can see angle PQR. Sides means PQ and QR, it's two sides. Sides of angle PQR and XYZ. XYZ. So these two sides are parallel. That means PQ and XY are parallel. YZ and QR are parallel. Okay, sides of angle are parallel to each other. And we have to prove that this angle, that is XYZ, is equal to angle PQR. XYZ is equal to PQR. It is very easy and simple. You just have to extend ray XY over here backwards. Let it cut QR at point M. Now see students, these two lines are already parallel. If you consider this as a transversal, XM as a transversal, or XY, this is extension only, no? If you consider this as transversal and these two lines are parallel, angle XYZ will be equal to angle YMR. Can you see these two are corresponding angles? Okay, now let's stop over here. Now, let us consider XY is parallel to PQ. Okay, and let us consider this as transversal. So if I extend this like this over here, you can imagine. Okay, now in this case, angle this will be equal to angle this because these two are again corresponding angles. So PQM you consider will be also equal to YMR. So YMR, this angle is once equal to this and this angle is once equal to this. And therefore, these two angles are equal to each other. Okay, so I have written the proof, I have written the reasons also. Initially, we write only here, for example, YMR is congruent to PQM. PQM, but PQM is equal to PQR, no, because MR is only extension of R ray QM, because it is Q dash M dash R. Is it clear? See, Q dash M dash R. Therefore, here PQM I have replaced with PQR, because QM and QR are lying on the same line. Isn't it easy, students? So first, this angle is equal, these two are equal, then these two are equal, and therefore these two are equal. Is it clear? And which test we are using? Corresponding angles test. Considering first these two parallel lines and one as transversal, then considering these two parallel lines and this as transversal. Please understand the proof and write down in your notebook very carefully. Okay? We'll stop here, students. That's all from my side today. Thank you.